And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it. Pretty sure. Hopefully. Should I do another take? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Trailer organization is what we're gonna be talking about today. Just a quick video on how I organize my trailer. I also have a nice little intro that one of my students made for me that I want you to check out. Let's get to it. Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, this video is going to be about my horse trailer. It was pretty rough, and I decided one day I couldn't take it anymore, especially since we were going to go to some shows, and I decided to tackle this puppy head on. I'd had this layout for a while and I did not like it. It was just difficult to work around. I feel like I needed all the stuff that was in here, which seems like a lot. But once I get it organized, you'll see that it actually isn't that much. But yeah, it was really rough to say the least. I had the whole gooseneck, things just piled up here. As you can see, there's just layers of stuff. Clean, it's all clean, but I would just throw it back up in there, and it just needed to have a home. We've got random tack, moldy, gotta clean it, random stuff all over. Nothing really has its own spot. It's just been thrown up in there. Need to do a couple repairs as well, and just a lot of wasted space and some trash that just needed to be thrown away. So we're gonna dive into this one, and I'm just going to show you kind of how I cleaned out my trailer and how I organized it so that it just worked so much better. Enjoy! Okay, so I've pulled everything out onto the lawn, and I do recommend doing this on a really pretty day. Nothing too hot or cold or rainy so that you can utilize the outdoor space. Not too hot so you're not roasting inside your trailer, and not too cold so you're not rushing through. I spent about 4 hours doing this whole thing, and because it was a nice day, I didn't mind doing it. But as you can see, even though I have everything cleared out, it's still pretty rough. Got lots of cleaning up to do. If you've got a shop vac handy, I highly recommend using that. I didn't. I just had a broom, and I just was sweeping as much as I can, and it worked out all right for me. But if you have a shop vac, it ends up working out better. This is all my stuff. It seems like a lot. I managed to get it back in there pretty nice and neat. I do go through a little bit and decide what I want to get rid of and sell, but I just wanted to show you kind of what all was in there, and how it looks just all spread out on the lawn here. I was really lucky that I can have this space to spread everything out on, so I do recommend moving your truck and trailer somewhere like this where you've just got lots of space to kind of see what you've got. Okay, next step is to clean it up. I used a broom, but if you have a shop vac, that works so much better. All the hay, dead bugs, dirt, dust, all that good stuff, just sweep up and get it out of there. Same thing on the gooseneck top portion. And also any shelves you might have. This one had some spider webs on it, and I wanted to clean it up before I put it back in there. And this is the finished product. So compare this shot to the previous one where there was no space for me to get in there. Everything was just kind of thrown about. It's just so much cleaner, and there's just a lot more space in the floor area. I did buy this trailer with an extra foot in the tack room, so it's a 5-foot tack room, and it just makes a huge difference. I put the shelving unit up in the gooseneck portion, and that made it easier to get to, and it also just freed up all the floor space. I have it bungeed to the anchors on the windows. I've driven around it with it like this, and it's been all right. I'm sure if I put actual anchors on there, it'd be a little bit better, but it actually stays up. I put my trunk here just to show you that it has to be able to open and close wherever it's at to be functional. If you're constantly having to move it to open and close it, you're not going to use it as much. So the fact that it opens and closes just fine without hitting anything there is very helpful. Okay, over here in the corner we have our buckets, which do need to be strapped down, otherwise they will fall over. It's not the end of the world, but it is definitely helpful if they are. And then I've got this big black bag I've hung up, and it's got pockets in there for all my brushes and a big pocket in the bottom for anything else I need. And I can easily unhook it off of that bar and transport it to a stall if I'm showing somewhere overnight. Moving up, I just have my essentials up here, like a lunge line, a chain, a helmet, a boot bag, and an extra halter. And then I have my saddle pad storage just kind of hanging up on one of the saddle racks when it's not in use. And then I'm going to put a floor down that's kind of like a gym floor, and I'll show you that in a minute. I did it later, and so it's kind of dark when I took the video, but it's just like an interlocking gym floor, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But basically, you're just looking for ways that you can easily store things that you can get to. If you put everything behind other things, you're not going to be able to get to it very easily. Also, clear containers are so helpful so you can see what's inside them without having to label everything. So I highly recommend clear containers to see. And then behind my trunk here, I've got all my whips, and I've got a couple chairs as well, which are really helpful. And then I actually, after the fact, put in a little step stool in here as well that'll help me get up into the gooseneck portion of the trailer, and also use as a mounting block at the show. Okay, sorry it's a little dark, but this is the gym floor I was talking about. It's like a playroom floor. You buy it in big blocks and they just interlock together, and it's just gonna try and keep my floor a little cleaner. There's the little step stool that I got so that I could get into the gooseneck easier and also use it as a mounting block. And I also bought a little mirror to stick in the trailer that's really helpful on show days when you need to know what you look like. Gotta stay looking fabulous. So in case you forget, this is what we started with, just a mess, mayhem, no rhyme or reason, couldn't find anything, it was terrible, was getting so frustrated with everything. There wasn't any space, even though I have an extra foot in my dressing room on purpose. I actually looked for a 6-foot dressing room and couldn't find it, and this was the closest one on the market that I could get to that had an extra large dressing room. And this is what it looks like now. Oh, so much better. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it because my life is just so much better and more organized now. I've taken this setup to a show, and it was just so much easier to work out of my trailer. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. I love hearing from all of you, and see you guys soon. Bye.